Hello everyone, I'm Sarah with Sarah's Book Break, and I'm also an independent consultant with Usborne Books and More. So today I wanted to share some great book options for springtime, and whether your kids love to be outdoors and they're starting to go outside more, or you need to get them outside, here are some options for them. So first one is my first reference book about nature, and this is for your preschooler, your early learner. This series is really fun. It has illustrations and vocabulary, teaching about new types of things. As you can see, there's the pine cone, and it talks about lichen and the snail. It talks about the different seasons in this book. It talks about bees and flowers and roots. So there's a whole bunch that this book will cover about nature. The thing I love about this series is they often include activities, simple science experiments. There's diagrams. This one is about the ocean. Ponds. Covers just about everything. The beach. And then at the back, there is a nature quiz. How much have you learned about nature? Find out by doing this quiz. You can look back through the book to help you if you like. Answers are on page 32. So it is a learning book, but it feels like a fun picture book as they're looking at the pictures and learning new vocabulary. In addition to that, we have a new one that came out this year, Lift the Flap Questions and Answers about nature. Lots of fun with this series. As you can see, flaps lift up, and I love how the flaps have the illustrations on both sides. So that's talking about the redwood forest. And these books cover the which, where, when, how, and why questions. So it addresses a lot of information. So it has lots to learn, and it's recommended for ages 4 and up. Why do trees lose their leaves? Because there's not enough light, water, or warmth for leaves in the winter, so trees have to rest. So lots to learn from reading this book. I love this series. In addition, we also got 1,000 Things in Nature, and this is beautiful illustrated book that is full 1001 different items or things that you find in nature. So this one focuses on meadows and fields or backyard life, and so as you can see, it has the picture and the name of that thing in the category. So this one is focusing on feathers or creepy crawlies, and here's different types of trees. And my kids' favorite is the rocks and gemstones. They like to find rocks and then identify them with this. So it's a great reference book to have. And for your much older readers, we have Mysteries and Marvels of Nature. This is an internet-linked book. It is going to be the flexi-bound binding, so it's not going to bend as easily as a paperback. And has fascinating facts. As you can see, there's a lot more text on these pages and great photos. This isn't going to be illustrations anymore. Insects are able to attack enemies much larger than themselves. Many use chemical warfare, such as poisons and burning liquids, to defend themselves or catch prey. So lots of fun information in this. Okay, and then we have some fun books for survival. This is from our Discovery series and has a lot of information, but I like how it's done in chunks of information. It's not going to be overwhelming for it's great for reluctant readers, and it has a lot of comic style pages in it, as you can see right here. But it is just fascinating to read for anyone that is into the outdoors or camping, survival. This is a great option for them. And then we have some new books that came out by Bear Grylls, if you're familiar with him, that came out last fall. And this one is the Survival Skills Handbook, Volume 1. So it's going to cover fire making and cooking and maps and navigation. So this is a great book to get for any scouters or those that enjoy camping. They can fit it in their backpack. It's nice, good size. There's the lashing, lots of information. It's just a great reference for your campers. And then another one, this is a hardback book by Bear Grylls also. This is the Ultimate All-Terrain Training Manual, Survival Camp. So this is for more the extreme adventures and survival. It's going to talk about, this one page is about the Incas, and it has some fascinating facts from history and things that I didn't know. This is in the jungle and using how to survive in the jungle. This one is talking about river monsters and creating rafts. So it has some survival in it, but also has some really fun, fascinating facts. This is talking about quicksand and how to get out of that. And then finally, I wanted to share some books that are great for just getting the kids outdoors and exploring and some activities they can do outside. So this one is one of our newest titles. It's Bug Hotel. And it's a flat book that teaches about different insects and their environments. This one is the bee. There's information about butterflies, beetles, snails, worms, spiders, ladybugs. But at the end, after talking about the habitats of the insects, it encourages you to create your own bug hotel or a habitat for insects that are in your area. Then we also have this is one of my favorites. It's a nice sturdy hardback book, the outdoor book with ideas for exploring and discovering. Beautiful illustrations. Here's the table of contents. It's going to cover ponds, rivers, seas, wildlife, woods, weather, night exploring. There's just so much information. So this one started off the big outdoors. You know, if they're hiking or camping, there's activities to do. This is safety for when you're on a hike, you know how to treat nature. And then it gets into different types of environments that you can explore. And my kids have had lots of fun doing these activities, trying them out when we went camping by a river. My son has hung oranges from the tree to help the butterflies find food. So here's some information about making different types of tents. And then there's information about clouds. This is just so full of information. And finally, we have 2 books for gardening. The first one is Gardening for Beginners. So this will include lots of different types of things to grow, including flowers. And then we have Gardening book for growing food. So this one focuses solely on things that you can eat. And I thought it was fun that there were even some edible flowers in there. So it gives, both of them have tips and show you with great diagrams and pictures how to plant that food, plant the seeds, how to grow it, how to take care of it, what they need, and the tools you'll need. So great basic beginning book, and great for adults too. Even I have learned a lot from this book of how to garden. And these are also great for if you don't have a big yard or a space. Most of these are container type growing of plants. So these will also work for any home that you live in. So that's it for our outdoor and nature books. I hope you find something that your kids will love and enjoy being outside more. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.